We are doing Cosmic Soul Talk today with our friend Mr. Monkey Mind. And today we're on planet Earth, the monkey zoo, where there's so much monkey mind and mystic mind too. And today we're here to talk about the wildness, the wild, wild west of the planet, the monkey mind that we all have. And so today, Mystic Jessie and we're here to talk about monkey mind right here, loving our monkey mind, why it can be toxic, defining the monkey mind, and adding our own experiences about what the monkey mind is to us. And we have some things planned out on here, but we're not going to go too much from the notes because we have so much of it. Give some examples of the monkey mind, and then we're going to share why the monkey mind is good for us, why the monkey mind benefits us by seeing, by seeing. To contrast the monkey mind, we must understand the mystic mind, which is not like the contrast of it, but the balance of. The monkey mind disappears when we understand the opposite. Why do we worry? It's because we're learning to trust, and once we trust, we're centered. Anyways, and hello. Each time hold it down. Hey, Angela.
She says, nice to meet you on Sunday.
Awesome. I'm friends with her already. Anyways, and then we're going to touch on taking the mystic mind too far, which is we're so rigid and spiritual that we don't listen to anybody else's beliefs. Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. Namaste. Each time hold it down. And so when we could meditate so much or be so rigid on our certain beliefs that we disconnect from a lot of the things around us because we're in our mystic mind, which is secretly the monkey mind. But like no one wants to accept that, because to accept the monkey mind means we would actually grow. So and then at the end we show practical solutions now to the monkey mind, which is things we're going to share with you that we do. And okay, so this is a great topic for us because everybody has the monkey mind except nobody, okay? And
as our friends clearly displays.
So, can you define what the monkey mind is to you, Mystic Jessie?
Yes.
In your own, whatever you want.
Hello, friend. I cannot pronounce the name. Monkey mind to me it really indicates this like very primal state of survival, and quite honestly, like a disconnection from my heart when I'm in that place. It's not that I'm super like disconnected from my body, or maybe it is. I'm still exploring what that is. But when my monkey mind is activated, it's like my life is more circusy, it's more chaotic, it's more reactive. It's like I'm in this state of like of indulgence and doing, and like, oh, I need to do this, and it's like, and there's no real like flow. It's almost like ping pong balls everywhere. And it comes from this place of there's not enough resources to go around, so I need to restrict myself, I need to control, I need to be in the state of really, it's almost kind of like, this is funny, I'm just getting this image of cartoon eyes versus like whenever the eyes just go black and there's not really a lot of like personality and like flow there. It's like there's like the personality and the cartoon eyes are like heart centered, and it's like, oh, I can more connect. But then whenever they're black, it's like domestic animal on the hunt.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. I got kind of carried away with that, but
It's
that's
okay. That's your expression.
yeah.
So
What about you?
for me, the monkey mind, we have to first.
And what about you guys? We would love to hear from you. What does your monkey mind look like? How does it show up in your life? You can put in the comments.
Yeah, share
As
with
you
us.
listen.
Share with us what you feel define monkey mind in your own view. And to me, I would say that to define the monkey mind, I have to say that it's not negative or positive thing. It's just a human thing. That the monkey mind is something that we all have. That the monkey mind is just part of our evolution. That the monkey mind when to see it is to be so in my mind that I don't see what's in front of me. Any distraction that my mind takes me away from the moment, and it becomes the mind. That's what the mind does. It takes you away from the moment sometimes. But if you're connected to your heart, you're in your mind and the moment together. But when you're purely in the monkey mind, there's just a lot of your head gets really hot.
Tony.
It's easy to worry. It's easy to be irritable. That we're not grounded when the monkey mind is active. Or when the monkey mind is active, we're not grounded because we want to be worrying about something. And I call it we can call it the survival mind or animal instinct. Instead of like coming from compassion right after or first, we kind of have a reactive thing. Like you see the last thing on the shelf and you rush for it.
Like Black Friday.
Yeah, like Black Friday. Or you see like the last French fries and you and your 5 friends are sharing it, and it's counting to 2. Like it's many things like that, but those are small details. And so let's go into more details of the monkey mind. Like what's something that you can feel? Yeah, what's something that you feel is an example of you in your monkey mind, like a detailed example of a personal experience that you can share with us?
A detailed experience of being in my monkey mind. Recently, it was Sunday at Cosmic Soul Circle. When we were going around sharing, I started sharing about, I started feeling insecure about my finances. And then going into my monkey mind was like, well, we don't have a choice. Pretty soon, you're going to be homeless. And then there's nothing you can do about it. And it was like seeing through that narrow viewpoint. And I remember feeling like I didn't want to touch anyone. I didn't want to connect. And I felt like I was shutting down. And it was just this I got to take care of shit on my own. And and if that's how it's going to be, then that's how it's going to be. And so I just the effects of that were really leading me away from what I really want, which is love and connection. And so my monkey mind was just creating this dramatic scenario, and I was really shutting down and just going off in all of these reels that I know that all of us do.
Yeah, and because when we're in it, we just keep following this thing that it's like a tunnel to darkness, but then we can just turn around the other way. So Angela has said, when I'm paying attention to everyone else instead of my own self. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like that the monkey mind can always be about external things, getting things, seeing. Usually it's judgment of something outside or lack. Or look, they have this. Or trying to please others and forgetting to show up as yourself.
Yeah.
For me, a personal example of monkey mind, I want to just say money.
Hi,
right?
Debbie.
Whenever I'm in that toxic kind of monkey mind spiral, I make decisions that are out of lack too and not abundance. So when I'm at the store, I'm always looking to buy the cheapest and save the smallest, save the most, because I want to get the best deal, but not the best quality of things,
Yeah.
which is a lot of us. So don't feel bad because whenever,
Yeah, this is about loving the monkey mind.
yeah, this is about loving the monkey mind. It's okay to save, to get the coupons
Yeah.
and all that. But on an energetic level, I realize every time I'm looking for the cheap and best to save it, to save, I don't really want that thing. It's just it's not something I really need when I'm looking to save the most. And I realize that if I every time I buy something with quality, I connect so much with it. And that and when I'm in monkey mind mode, I just want to buy stuff. I just want to buy stuff because buying stuff stimulates the monkey mind. Oh, I'm getting more even though I don't want to buy, even though I don't connect with it. And it's okay. It's a normal thing that it's a consumer and it can, I say it becomes toxic when it starts draining you. Because it's okay to have monkey mind and we can love it. But once the monkey mind takes over, like food, let's just get to it. Food.
Yeah.
Pizza, right? If you eat pizza every day for a week, every day for a week. I was gonna say a month. I'm like, yeah, a week
Hey,
is
cat.
pretty. Hello, Catherine. And yeah, if you eat pizza every day for a week, you're gonna start feeling.
Debbie says it's definitely quality over quantity. At the
Amen.
best. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's what it's the same thing with friends.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
want quality
relationships.
friends over quantity friends because it's not like Facebook, right? You have 3,000 friends, but then you only actually talk to like 3.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because social media is like the numbers, the numbers, the
and
numbers.
and the 3 that you have don't really connect with you because all 3 of you live on social media
Hey,
doing
Obi.
this doing the monkey mind poses.
How can I get the best picture for the
And-
most likes?
Yes, and it's okay because I did that too.
Yeah,
you
me
know?
too.
And and so let's talk about the quality over quantity. Tell us some personal experiences about the quality versus quantity in any way or form connecting to monkey mind.
Oh my gosh. I used to have like 2,000 friends on my Facebook. I would add anyone and everyone. I would mass post in groups. I would share my posts like everywhere. I wanted a lot of people to see it. I wanted a lot of likes. I wanted a lot of comments. And really, even whenever I did that, it was never enough. When I'm in my monkey mind, it's never enough. It's like always more and more and more and more because it's this flow and this drive for more, and it's not stopping to be present with what really is right now. And I now have like 300 friends. I did a huge I've been after a drastic event happened in my life to where it really caused me to come inward and like, what do I really want? I don't really want quantity. I don't want all of that. Like, I really want quality. And I can still feel my monkey mind being like, oh, I want to share this a lot. I want more likes. So I still feel that there. It's just not as strong anymore. So, yeah, that's like that's a experience that I've had with it.
And I want to share with you guys a deep view on
Hey, Tony.
quality money versus quantity money. This is something people don't talk about because
Yeah.
it's painful to talk about quality money versus quantity money.
Yeah.
Because
Chills.
the quality of having money is a good flow. You're circulating money. And because you know that you never run out because it comes and goes. Right? But when you hoard money, you have so much of it that you feel so much lack. Like because I used to collect a lot of money. Like I used to just keep money. Oh, I have a big bank account. It makes me feel great. And I realized even though I had a lot of money, I was not feeling a quality life, even though I had a lot of money. And to me, I realized that it's hard for people to accept quality money, fulfilling money. Monkey mind money or mystic money. Monkey mind money is like more of it.
Yeah.
More money means good versus more happiness means good while having money secondary. And it's a tricky one because everything that we've been taught is telling us have quantity money. The more, the better. But quality money is getting money from the source that you want. Like when you're doing something that you love and you get paid for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
even
it's
like
quality
Tinder.
money.
I think of Tinder when you say like more attention, more like if I can just because Tinder really feeds that. I don't know, that just came out.
Yeah, it is about more like the more hookups, right? Like
Same.
when guys, the toxic mind of guys, like ungrounded guys, are like the more you hit that, right? How many girls have you done it with? That means you're macho, you're getting the yonis, you know?
Yeah, and how many women are,
And
women are like, how many guys like me?
yeah, and it's the same thing for women in a different perspective, but it's the same monkey mind. Oh, he's getting a ton. Oh, she's getting the cute guys, and then they reacted. Oh, well, I'm not getting it. So there goes like double monkey mind. One's like external, and it's
Yeah.
usually external. Look at the things I don't have, and look at what I have, and look what you don't have. It's like a lot of judgment with the monkey mind.
Yeah, I'm curious, like, to all of our viewers right now, like, what is something that you have been engaging in your life that you recognize about, like, what we're just talking about, like, quantity over quality? Like, what is that? Like, what is that dynamic
Yeah,
like for you?
it can be food, right? Eating a lot of French fries or eating more healthy foods, right? Because you don't need as much. The healthy foods make you feel more full. The French fries doesn't, so you need to eat more of it.
Staying up late.
Staying up late, so like it's that could be it can add up.
Yeah.
Every day you sleep.
And this is about, once again, we love, like, loving this, like, loving where we're at, like, no matter what we're sharing here. It's,
And one thing that I want to touch on is that the monkey mind wants to fit in so that it doesn't have to face that it's more than just the monkey mind. Which is the paradigm you're in, that you're more than what you think you are if you're beyond the monkey mind. For example, in the past, I used to think I was a really ugly person, right? So I'm in this paradigm of ugliness. And really, I could just
paradigm of ugliness.
But really, I could just think that I'm beautiful, I'm handsome.
Yeah.
But I stay in that bubble because the moment I accept that I'm actually decent looking, that paradigm, that monkey mind paradigm dissolves, and I realize I'm beautiful after all. But to accept that could be the hardest part. And this is the beautiful part, that we're not only the monkey mind, that we have a mystic mind that knows the balance, that although you used to think you're ugly, you're actually really beautiful with ugliness, that we all have some ugliness and we all have beauty, that we're not perfect. Namaste. And so can you share with us about fitting in so that you don't have to face your emotion and fitting in? And yeah.
Yeah, fitting in. The biggest dynamic that I feel with that is like my people pleaser self, where I spend so much of my energy reading the energy of other people, reading the environment, to be able to respond in a way that may be pleasing to someone else. And that is a lot about like fitting in for me. Like, oh, everyone's eating. Okay, I'm just going to eat. And a lot of it is actually unconscious for me.
And it
in the
usually
moment.
is.
Yeah.
You're not gonna, because it's a lot of energy to just sit there. Is my monkey mind active? It's active.
Yeah.
But is it toxic monkey mind? And at the end, it's just the mind. But we're pointing out how the mind can be toxic by. H down, hold it down, okay? Okay, anyways.
Mystic monkey. Yeah, so my fitting in has been, and also like even the way that I edit my videos or I do my art, like my photography, getting the right picture, getting something that is feels good to me, like how I want to portray
Perfection?
it. Yeah, perfection. Perfectionism, big one.
Yeah. Let's talk about perfectionism and how that can connect to the monkey mind. Let's just talk about the experience of like,
How many of y'all can relate to perfectionism?
there's so much of it, like,
Yeah.
especially like, the makeup scene, right?
Yeah.
And for guys, it's
Body.
like, for guys, it's dressing up, making sure like you have the perfect haircut every time you go out. And it's not, for guys, it's about how manly they are usually, how
Like
am I
posturing.
am I the perfect man? Like, look at my muscles, look at my pecs,
Hi,
look,
Hope.
look at my pecs, and talk about perfectionism, connecting that to the monkey, how that could be toxic.
I sigh because there is a part of me that's like, oh, wow. But then there's a part of me that's like, yeah, like I want to love this part of me too, because it has shaped my journey all the way up to this point. Hey, Ollie. So perfectionism for me, it feels like this long perfectionism. Oh my gosh, that has to be probably the biggest entertainment for my monkey mind ever, because it feeds into that. Well, nothing's ever enough. Okay, we need to fix this. Okay, the house needs to look this way before your friends can come over. You need to fix your hair a certain way. Okay, you can't show your ears because your ears, and I'm saying you, but I mean me, like this has been my experience. Like I was like, no, my ears aren't perfect. People made fun of me when I was little, so I need to hide them. I need to, okay, I need to put on lipstick before I take this picture because my lips look really blue or like pale, and so people might think that I look sick. So it's actually a lot that I don't even realize that I'm doing. It's been such a default for so long. If I'm perfect, then I'll get love, then I'll get a lot of likes, or people want to be around me. Hey, Andrew.
And recently, I just met somebody new. Not gonna say names, but this person just hates their nose.
Hates their nose.
They just hate their nose, and like they just hate it, and they want to get a plastic surgery. And I'm like, could you just love it right now till you get the surgery? And they just couldn't. And to me, that's really, it shows me that sometimes that the monkey mind can be that destructive. It's not destructive,
like
but
harsh.
it can be harsh, but it has become toxic, because this is why girls they don't eat, or they become anorexic, because their body image is not perfect. And for me, I have like bumps on my nose. I used to just like look at myself and see bumps and see all my imperfections.
Yeah, me too.
Instead of, and my eyebrows, one side's a little crooked or whatever.
Yes.
And maybe my lips always dry, and there's bags under my eyes from time to time. And now I'm just like, how I look is how I look, baby. But before I got there, it was just judgment every day, waking up and just thinking and being not confident about myself, because I embodied the monkey mind really well in the past. And I'm just so grateful that I realize I'm more than a monkey mind, that we can embody a mystic mind. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm curious, like if you're watching this live or on the replay, if you want to share in the comments.
Hope says, hello, great talk.
Yeah.
I was just talking about labels and stories today. Hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, if y'all want to share in the comments about like to engage, like we really
We'll
want,
read out your comments if you type it. That's what it
yeah,
means too.
yeah, to share like how is perfectionism played in with your monkey mind, just to kind of air it out because we don't always talk about our insecurities about perfectionism and stuff, and it's actually can be really healing to share that with others and to in a non-judgmental space. So, yeah, moving on.
And here's some examples that I kind of wrote that we wrote together is the I'm broke monkey mind paradigm.
Yeah.
That you say to you keep repeating it. I'm broke right now, and monkey see monkey do, right? Which is what we talked about. That the more we repeat the law of attraction, the more I say I'm broke, the more the monkey mind just rides that wave. I'm broke right now, so let me take actions of how broke I am instead of embodying how much
Serena.
we already have. We just ride the I'm broke wave, and there's a lot of it going around because there's a lot to be learned from lack, and lack really is a powerful tool for abundance.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add to that about the I'm broke mindset of the monkey mind that you know that you yeah, I mean I think we touched on that a lot. And
Yeah, the I'm broke is like we can have money in the bank account, right? And but it's not at a certain level. So then my monkey mind will get activated and be like, "Well, you're just running out of money.
yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do?" And making up all of these stories based
Of the lack.
Yeah, of the lack. And I'm like, but my heart's like, well, how about you create something? How about you just take inspired action? And so the monkey mind will just sit and literally dwell in the house for hours about something that isn't even really true.
Yeah. Yeah. Limitations. Just like agreeing with limitations and seeing, okay, how can I work around this limitation that I have, even though you could just not see that limitations. Like, well, because I'm Asian, I can only get these types of jobs, only get these type of girls. Because I'm Asian, I can only, do certain careers. And or because I'm a guy, I can only get certain type of clientels.
Yeah.
And it can be anything really. It's just limiting thoughts that we keep playing over and over. But the moment we choose to break them, we realize we are more, and it's so fulfilling to like realize we're more
Yeah.
and break away from that monkey mind pattern of just not enoughness, limitations, and really embodying the lack, your need for self-love. Like we just need love and connection at the end of the day. Because when monkeys have friends, they don't feel lack. They feel tribe,
Yeah. Because when we're in the monkey mind, we're jumping through hoops. We're going the long way to connection. We're going through a lot of all these different outlets for connection and love that actually drain us. It's like, oh, here I'm going to work this job that I hate
Yeah.
so that I can feel accomplished and loved at the end of the day. When really,
When you really know you want to play music and you want that to be your life, but it's like, well, that doesn't make money, so I'm just gonna keep doing this shitty job that makes money because my dreams won't, even though you haven't really done it fully. You haven't fully take the leap of faith.
Yeah.
Catherine says, or keep saying to ourselves what we don't want instead of focusing what we want to have. And that sounds like some Abraham Hicks, like, law of attraction. And yes,
yeah,
that's monkey see, monkey do, or mystic see and mystic embodies. Oh.
yeah.
Another example would be hair. This
Yeah,
is
we have great examples of hair
I mean, this,
for a
and
guy and for a guy.
because I used to get my hair cut every 2 weeks. I needed to be sexy, okay? And the first time that I started growing out my hair, I knew it was a journey already. It was a journey in healing because I judged myself the whole way. What if people think I'm gay? What if people think I'm a hippie? What if they judge me? What if I don't get that job because I have long hair? And then after a while, like, I love my long hair. I stopped
Yeah.
judging myself because I realize I'm more than the monkey mind. But the
Hey,
whole,
Cheyenne.
what's up, girl? She
A
puts the monkey.
monkey.
And the whole way I'm judging. And so the next level was dreads. I'm like, well, people will think I'm dirty, and people already judge that dreads are dirty and smelly. But I don't, and so to me, I'm like, I'm getting them
Yeah.
because I realize I'm so inspired by Bob Marley, and I want to live the most fulfilling life, and I want to embody the highest vibrational thing that I believe in. And to me, YOLO dreads. To me, if I don't get dreads this
YOLO.
lifetime, I don't know what. So like when I get dreads now, I'm like, I love my hair. But before, like even when getting the dreads, I'm like, they're really like messy dreads.
I love you too. You know, we both went the opposite direction. Like you went into growing your hair out, going into dreads, and then I went into shave my head, which is like that's different for a woman to shave. It really it's amazing that we've kind of gone through a lot of these
Yeah.
societal constructs, really.
And I realized
Hey, Roselia.
it's a symbol. Every action that we take from our heart is a symbol that we're more than the monkey mind. The monkey mind is like what men and women should be, and that to stay in that paradigm where it's safe. But the moment we get dreads, it's like I'm not safe, but I become stronger in my heart. And now people just love me for my dreads. They see me from far away and like they want me to get better dreads or whatever, but really they just see the aura and they just want to tell me something, and they know I'm not going to change it. Hey, I know somebody to do hair, but to me, this is enough. But I'm willing to listen to what kind of connects you got to get better dreads for me, whatever. And okay, why the monkey mind is good. Let's talk about why it's good, because we're great that
Going into the light.
more, and it's gonna be kind of like back and forth. And the monkey mind, when it's good, it transforms into the mystic mind. So I can start, okay? So the monkey mind is our way of saying when the mind is become toxic and draining. And that toxic and draining part of us helps us to see the opposite, because when we do things that drain us so much, we get so tired of it that eventually we do something different. But if we didn't have that system of not knowing what we don't want, then we'll keep doing that. Like we'll just get stuck in doing things we don't like because we don't know, well, this is just life. But the pain that we feel from our thoughts and like the worries and fears, the lack, the not enoughness, all of that helps us to see the other side. Because for me to be beyond the monkey mind requires me doing a lot of drugs and overdosing and drinking a lot of alcohol and racing and doing a lot of things that didn't add to, the things that I thought made my life better, that were outside of myself, the love that I was seeking that was outside of myself, that my monkey mind says it's in the sex, it's in the racing, it's in the alcohol, it's in that chicken wings, it's in eating 20 wings, it's in eating a big steak. But at the end, when I saw beyond the things outside of me, I realized I am enough. I don't need. While having the outside things, the steak is great, right? The wings are great. I realized that I am great just the way I am, and I don't need the stimulant so much. I do have stimulants from time to time, but having that balance to not just be worrying all the time about money, about what I'm not making my parents proud or whatever. I realize I'm doing what I love now, baby. It's not about making them proud, it's about making myself proud, and at the end they become proud of me. And it's such a journey to be beyond the monkey mind. And how about tell us about your perception of why the monkey mind is good to you.
I feel like my monkey mind serves me when there's a very real threat, like a physical threat, something in my environment. I feel that my monkey mind is so developed that if there was someone near or I was in real danger, that I would be able to react like on point. So most of the time I'm not. I'm not in a real like physical threat environment though. So I feel like my monkey mind can also help me with jumping from task to task and being able to focus and kind of like doing a bunch of projects at once. I feel like that it's good for that, sort of initiating it, and then having, and the monkey mind, yeah, it's kind of tricky because whenever like the monkey mind, my monkey mind's super chaotic, but I feel like when I'm trying to balance a lot of different things, it's good for that. And I feel like sometimes I like to engage in that energy, but then other times I'm really like called back into myself and wanting to only focus on maybe like one and slow down. So I feel like it's good for like speeding up and maybe initiating like some like explosion of energy. I feel like it's really good. It's like very like primal for that. And even in dance and movement for me too. So that I feel like I can love that. Like that's fun.
And I agree on that because the monkey mind, like, or the mind, our mind helps us to have order and discipline in our human life. But when we're so ordered and disciplined that there's no fun and abstract things, it can be really like disconnected. That if we're so focused and so disciplined that we're not having friends, that we don't listen to people, that we're not seeing the people in front of us, that we're just in our ego, that it can be destructive. But the good part is that it helps us to get started taking action.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus on making the video. Okay, we're going off too much, let's stay focused on what we're trying to do. And then finding the balance of love and focus on human things, because being real like meditative, I can really not want to think that much. So
Yeah.
it takes effort for me to think like, on a more grounded level. And because I really enjoy just channeling a lot, because it's effortless.
Yeah, and I'm curious also to those of you watching replay live, like also to comment on this as well. Like how is your monkey mind good? Like how does it serve you? And share in the comments. We'd love to read them later or right now.
How does your mystic mind serve you? How does the mind serve you well, and when does it where's your line? Like when you start to have a headache, when you don't sleep very much, when you read too many books, some people.
Up late scrolling.
Yeah. When you're playing too much video games, or when you are masturbating too much, right? When you're watching too much porn, or indulgence of anything. When you're eating too much pizza and you're like, oh, I want Hot Pockets now, and then I want an ice cream after.
Oh, it's like it reminds me, like what you're saying is that the swinging from tree to tree analogy that you were talking about was brilliant. Like I'd love to hear you talk about that.
We talked about the monkey mind as a monkey swinging from tree to tree, eating fruits.
Yeah.
Eating fruits. And like when it's done with this one, it's like the next tree. But then like when the monkey looks down, it realized that it's more than just that. So like whenever we keep indulgence and then we realize we're just consuming and disconnected from the moment, that all the monkey sees is getting more fruits, but it doesn't see the beauty of the tree. It doesn't see anything else. And we could live a life swinging from things to get more, get mine,
like
get
the thrill of swinging.
Instead of trusting and letting the fruit fall in its hand. But that's kind of hard for some people, and I get it.
Yeah.
So that swinging from tree to tree until it's exhausted and it's full, and then the next day it does it again, being disconnected as it gets more and more, because it's survival. The monkey just wants to hoard and get more and consume more because it's been taught to not have enough. Matthias, what's up, brother?
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah. Thanks for explaining that. I love that. When you said that earlier, I was like, oh my God.
And I want to say that when the mystic mind happens, whenever we when we see more than the monkey mind, which is, for example, if we're eating too much pizza, right? We're eating a lot of pizza. We're overeating. We can just see, okay, why am I overeating right now? Because I want to feel connection.
Yeah.
Because I want to feel good in my heart. But instead of finding that connection, eating is easier. So for us to see what we really need, we have to face ourselves, and that's the tricky part. No one can really know what your needs are but ourselves. And for us to accept that we just want love it helps us to be beyond the monkey mind. It helps us to be connected to our mystic mind, which is which just knows, you just know what you need. That whenever I start to eat a lot of pizza, I'm like, okay, time to eat healthy now because I've indulged enough. But some people can go for years of indulging in gaming so much that it drains them, eating so much that they're overweight, can't fit through doors, or having to buy 2 plane tickets to sit your booty down. But that's like really an extreme example, you know. And,
Yeah.
anything you would like to add to that, other than, or we can go to taking the mystic mind too far.
Yeah. I feel like
Okay, let's go to taking the mystic mind too far. Because once we realize we have the monkey mind that's always in worry, we realize we can choose to not worry with the mystic mind. I can choose love. Love is the moment, all is one. That I have a choice in this moment to choose love. But sometimes it can be spiritual ego, that I'm so loving that there's no such thing as negativity.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and that, or we can meditate so much that we don't look at our issues. You know what? I'm suffering here, so let's not face it. Let me just zen it out. And I've done that myself. Because instead of facing that I need a job and be human, I just fucking meditated. All day. I was oming all day, so that because I just wanted to be so present that I ignored that I had a mind. Okay. You know, like, it's possible, which is called spiritual ego. That we're so spiritual that we kind of discount our human life, that we need connection with people, that we are, even though we're all one, you and I are still separate.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to make sense. So this is a part that, and I put on here that you're so disciplined, that we're so disciplined in our practice, that we're in our own little bubble, that I don't see the people here. I'm just in a moment so much. Oh, I see.
Good vibes only.
But you're not there. Like, you're just a person there, but you don't really exist. You're just one with me, right? I mean,
It's sort of like a superiority complex in a way. I mean, it's not intentional. We don't intentionally do this. It's just part of swinging from one extreme to the other.
Yes, and it's still the monkey mind in secrecy, right? Like, the spirit. It's like, well, I'm swinging on the positive side now. This is not the monkey mind. Well, some monkeys are high on love. And I used to be, I was doing that for a while. Like, I don't get mad at anything. And it takes so much effort to be that way, because it took me chanting "let go" literally every moment for a year. I was just let go. Okay, practical solutions. When you're in your monkey mind, it's toxic, you're worried, you're at work, it's draining you. You just got in an argument with coworker. You just got in an argument with family member. Your mind's like F word. or what's something practical that we use right now if you're in it, in the moment? What do you do?
I feel like there's a balance between quickly running away from the monkey mind and being like, no, I need to get out of this, and actually perpetuating more of that. And then actually listening and being like, okay, what does my monkey mind have to say? Like actually listening, but not necessarily needing to be in a state of like of swallowing whatever our monkey minds have to say. So I feel like practical solutions, like in the moment, for me, and like what I really want to embody with this would be to take a walk, to breathe, to go outside, and to be aware and to bring all of it with me, and not like be like, bye, I'm leaving that monkey over there, or that it's because I feel like it can quickly turn into self-abandonment if we're not super aware of what's going on. And so just go out in nature and be like, hey, what do you have to say? Here, come sit at my table, share with me all of like what's going on. And then just like moving forward, hearing out and being like, okay, I get that. Those are valid concerns, and this is where I'm coming from. Like having a heart conversation and then the monkey mind conversation, and then finding like harmonizing with that, kind of like you would two people who don't agree. And that's just taking some time, even in my experience, to navigate and have them be friends. So that's some like practical, what nature is the best for me, really.
For me, what's worked really well to practically use in the moment whenever I'm like in worry, I'm like, oh, she's gonna be angry at me, or I'm late. I start a dialogue from my monkey mind and my mystic mind. And when we say mystic mind, it's the heart. It's, the thing that that you're more than, which is just this thing, that we're more than the mind. And that takes us meditating to feel that, and us going into nature and breathing, and us feeling more than just the mind when we're clear.
Yeah.
And so when I'm in that rut of like worry and doubt, I just ask myself, do you have to be pissed off right now? Like I straight up ask, I challenge my mind, can you just be happy right now? And every time I try, I always found happiness. Like, do you like how you're feeling? No. Like if I'm angry, I would just be like, do you have to feel that way? Do you have to accept that feeling? What choice do you have? Can you choose love?
Can you love that you're angry?
Yeah, can you love that you're angry? I don't even ask that question. I just go straight to like, can you just choose love now? Because but that can work for you. For everybody else is different. But to start a dialogue that leads to love is what I'm trying to.
Yeah, absolutely. Because sometimes we may not be in a place where we're ready to jump that far in vibration. So maybe the next best thing is like, okay, I love that I don't love my anger right now.
And you mentioned how, like you said, how would you talk to a child? Like if you're speaking to yourself as you are a child, how would you talk to your baby self when your baby's crying?
Yeah.
The baby can't even speak that language, so you would just be patient and just trust with love. But if you're talking to a baby that can talk, then you'd be like, everything's gonna be fine. And you can add some examples of that, how you would talk to yourself if you like.
Yeah, I feel like whenever Arabella was upset, my daughter, it's like if I ever would approach her trying to fix or change how she was feeling, I felt like it would perpetuate more of that. And I know for me personally, when my parents would try and fix or change or not understand the emotions that I was feeling, it would perpetuate more of like the same, rather than, I feel like in the moment talking to myself would look like, whenever I do it, I don't always do it, but it'd be like, what's going on? I mean, how I would talk to a kid would be like, hey, what's going on? Or sometimes they don't even want to hear it. They're in such a state where they're just like, don't talk to me. I literally had this happen to one of my friend's kids where she was just pissed. and she didn't even want me to look at her.
Mm.
And I was like, or talk to her. So what I did is I just sat next to her and I didn't look. I was just there. And slowly it shifted. Like she started to trust. She's like, okay, you're not crossing my boundaries by looking at me, by needing me to be anywhere any different. And I feel like in many ways when our minds and when my mind is triggered, I need that level of presence for myself and to be able to offer that and sometimes I need to call a friend to help me out with that, because sometimes I may be so far that I'm unable to hold space for myself. And the best I can do is be like, hey, so and so, someone who's really good at it, to sort of catalyze me and boost me in that direction. So
Awesome. That's great. That's a lot of great ideas. And the last thing,
hey, Jim and Harry. Hey.
love and light. Hello.
Love and love.
And I find that having somebody that listens to you, like let's just end it like towards here, finding your tribe and finding friends who really actually care about how you feel and not about what you have and things you do, but who you are.
Hey, Jen.
And when we surround ourselves with people who actually want to listen to us whenever we're in our monkey minds, that patient people are hard to find. And if you're friends with somebody patient, treat them like a king or a queen, because they are so powerful to have in your life. And that the people that are willing to deal with you when you're angry are the people that will stick with you, if you treat them with love and kindness. Because if you keep being angry and not listen to some of their advice, they'll go away, because you're constantly in your monkey mind. They'll listen to you and then they'll be present with you and give you advice, but the more you keep repeating, they might go away because you're not doing the work. They're doing the work by helping listening to you. But then there'll be some people who will tell you how it really is, and it might hurt you. And
Yeah, and we were even talking earlier about how it's kind of tricky with our tribe, because we kind of need to be our own tribe to ourselves to be a match to other people who are going to reflect that sort of relationship that we have been showing up for within ourselves, cultivating. It really is about have I done the work? And enough to really attract genuinely my tribe. And
you won't find your tribe if you're not worthy of yourself. Like if you don't feel you're worthy of your own love, then it's hard to accept others, because when we naturally love ourselves, we'll find others who love themselves too. But if we're crappy to ourselves, we'll meet other people, befriend them, and then blow up because we're both crappy people. But when we are coming from a more mystic mind and more in love,
we're both crappy people.
Yeah, because
how many of us can relate to that? I'm sure.
And so we'll naturally attract our tribe when we create an amazing tribe, heart, mind, and body connection. That when we speak from love, that we'll naturally meet others that speak from love.
Yeah.
When we smile from love and not just pretending to be happy, but when we really feel like crap inside, we'll meet more awesome people, or people who want that same energy without saying, I know law of attraction, I can help you make your life better. We don't want that teachy, like you can meet those teachy people, it won't last long, but when you meet the people who are willing to listen, ooh, that's the
Gold.
magic of the tribe.
It is.
Awesome. And so I hope you have enjoyed the talk today about the monkey mind.
Yeah. Love, share this post with if you feel connected to what you listened to today.
And share your practice of what you do when you're in your monkey mind. If you have something that you specifically do,
practical
that
solutions.
would be awesome. And this Sunday, we're going to be having sound healing at Unity at 12:15. And we're constantly having it every Sunday, cosmic sound healing. And then after that, during this season of winter, I'm meditating in Rothko Chapel at 3 o'clock. And at 4, we're having a Rainbow Sparkle Dance. After Rainbow Sparkle Dance, we are making a blanket fort. And we're under a blanket. And this time I'm bringing my Himalayan salt lamp so we can be under a blanket with warm light on us, speaking our hearts. And that will be at 5 o'clock. So if you're interested in winter connection, in a more tribey energy under the blanket, in a coolness energy, but actually we're warm when we're under that tent, come on Sunday at 4 o'clock. And if you want to meditate with me for an hour, come at 3 o'clock at Rothko Chapel. And yeah, come support us, Mystic Jessie, and we're in the process of creating more things because we're called to. And shout out to all the mystics out there, Mystic Ollie, Mystic Kinley, all the people that have been showing up with commitment. Mystic Jessie always showing up. And
yeah, we're going to be offering some really cool stuff, some workshops in the future. And we're going to tell you more about that when we meet and collaborate.
And on Sundays, Mystic Ollie and I have been sound healing, and we're going to bring more of that.
Yeah,
many
it's
places.
amazing. It's totally worth it. If you're in bed Sunday morning, it's worth coming out. It's worth getting up for.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is Cosmic Soul Talk that happens on Tuesday, and we're committed to continuing to create this because it's fun.
Yeah.
And we love connecting with our brothers and sisters through the internet and hopefully in person with the monkey. And I hope everybody has a good day, good night, good life, and
good
namaste.
night.
H-Town, hold it down. H-Town, hold it down.
H-Town, hold it down.
H-Town.